An open road when you're 3 feet tall. Never thought we'd find a family at all. One roll of the dice, one twist of fate. Now we're side by side, guess this was our fate. Oh, we bicker, we fight, we don't see eye to eye. But when trouble comes, we're always gonna try. Brothers and sisters who knew we would be a family of heroes, just wait and see. Wait, are we related? We push, we pull, we stumble and fall. Sometimes it feels like we don't know each other at all. But when the chips are down and we make our stand, together we've got half a chance. Even when the road gets rough and life throws down the odds, we've got each other's backs through every trap and fraud. We push, we pull, we stumble and fall. Sometimes it feels like we don't know each other at all. But when the chips are down and we make our stand, together we've got half a chance. Hey, who ate all the rations? Not me. Not me. Okay, maybe a little.
Hello and welcome everyone to Stronghold D&D, continuing on the story of the expedition of Fallen Stars. This is an opportunity for us to do some collaborative storytelling in the 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons style format game. And yeah, we're obviously missing a few people, but I just want you to know they are okay. They will return after they've been severely punished for their transgressions. They'll be reprogrammed to roll better. No kidding, because bad rolls tells a story too. So with that said, welcome. I'm Charm. I am very lucky to enjoy a privileged spot here as a guest DM telling a story. I'm very excited about. Very player driven, thankfully, and yeah, we do have a guest player amongst us who will be introducing themselves as we go around the table. But if you're new here, hang out, join us, sit a spell. You can lurk. And there's opportunities for you to even contribute to the players' trials and tribulations. This is a chat interactive stream, so you can, toss some channel points, help them out, hinder them, make something funny happen. And for every 10 gift subs the channel accrues, the players will get a potion of increasing power. Starting at the basic at 10, and then if we get 20, we'll give them all a greater, and then so on until they we lock them up with supreme potions at level 3. Something to keep in mind. If you help them survive, I'm guaranteeing that they level to level 4 at this session. So help them make it. Even though I don't go by 3rd edition rules, which was anyone who dies doesn't get a level. Everyone else gets the level. Those are horrible rules back then.
Those were great rules. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh no, man. It was awful watching tanks do their job, get knocked unconscious or die, and then everyone else levels. Just like sad tank life. I was a tank. It was me. With that said, let's see. Hello, friends. I'm just gotta refresh my Twitch is lacking here. There we go. It was just doing some weird stuff. Anyway, I'm seeing all the friends hang out with us. So awesome to have you guys here. Thank you, DM Chris, for showing up. Lady Vengeance is in the house. Let's see, just saying hi to the familiar faces. Hey, it's BP from BP. It's Beth. And Lord Kasumba. Good to have you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. All right. So, with that said, I'm Charmed of Charmed Fantasy. Definitely check me out there. Follow me here. Hang out with everyone. Follow everyone's socials. I'm going to pass it to. Let's see. Let's go to. Let's just go start with the top and go down. We'll end with Kurt. So we'll start with Tyler.
With me? Sweet.
Start with you.
I'm Skylar. I'm the other half of Stronghold D&D. I'm playing Poppy, Cinnabraid. She is a halfling peace cleric. She's got all the red flags and all the red hair and all the red herrings.
Nice.
If you want to listen to all the music that you hear on these videos and intros and what you're hearing right now is done through my AI Suno account. So if you want to check me out, check out Bullwax at Suno, and then you can hear all my good stuff there. That's it.
Awesome. All right, we're passing it on to Sir Tim.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sir Tim playing Merrick Fellstar, another halfling who's just dealing with it because we all just found out we were not just related, that we are siblings from a really whack father. On Father's Day, I think this is very, on the nose. So yeah, maybe we change the name. Just kidding. But I'm really happy to be here. We've got a lot going on this week. It's Wednesday. We're back on for we put the F in Fanlin, and then Castles and Crusades on Thursday with DM Jeremy, and then Saturday Coco and I are back on with Lord Gazumba, and then Sunday we're back with DM Pete, who is very very sick right now, dealing with the English flu. In Dear Sweet Blighters. But thank you everybody for watching. Ciao. Down to Coco.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Happy to see everybody back. Happy to be back. I'm playing Admira Fleetfoot, prize another halfling. But yeah, I will be here, back again on Wednesday, back again on Thursday. Then you'll see me and Tim on Lord Gimba on Saturday. Super excited. Lots to do this week.
Awesome. And our very own special face that we have here for today, Kurt.
Take it in, boys. Take it in. Anyway, hi everybody. I'm Kurt, also known as Covenant. I am a resident DM over on Darling Creepshow's channel, as well as sometimes I stream on my own channel once in a while. I'll play video games and whatnot and things like that. But all you need to know is I am Girl Dinner. Past that, happy Father's Day to everybody who are fathers, and that's how we get the name Girl Dinner. Past that, let's see. Today I am playing Jonas Doombolt, our resident halfling. Surprise, surprise! In this wonderful game of Hollywood Squares. Who's a warlock who likes to worship, the great old ones. Do you hear the voices too?
I love it when people who can do voices play characters who hear voices. Fantastic. All right. Well, I am so thankful for everyone hanging out with us. It's a place that sit a spell. You can lurk, rack up those points, and like I said, engage with the game to your heart's content. Last we had in the Expedition of Fallen Stars, the players had found out they were all related by a very promiscuous halfling, patriarch of their own bloodline, known as the Immortal Montague, who had somehow managed to find them and take them in, or they found him, either by design, fate, destiny, or happenstance. Any of these variables came into play where they found each other, siblings, performing in a troupe that would be traveling across the southern shores of the Sea of Fallen Stars. We are located in the Kingdom of Termish, in Aelor's Reach, which is kind of a city that I kind of planted in place of. I have my notes. If you like maps, like I know a lot of my Stronghold viewers do, you can cross-reference by Alagon. Alaghon. Corrects me on how to pronounce that. But that's
it's Alagon now.
Nice. Dad jokes for Father's Day, for dinner. Yeah. All right. We will sustain ourselves. The party had come into contact with several clues in the chaos of a cursed scroll that caused their own clothes and the clothes of the audience to attack everyone. They saved a duchess who has definitely been charmed by the very powerful seduction of Merrick Fellstar. Poppy Cinnabraid dished out her buns of healing through many situations, including an encounter with Azul, the merchant, and his shield guardian. Thankfully, a peaceful resolution happened, and now the party will be getting some armor from Azul, as funded by their patron, Duchess Zelruska, who they are currently traveling in, or about to, I think they're currently in the carriage with them, getting into. The whole thing is they've been getting a long rest. She's been giving them a tour of the town and telling them what's going on. Unbeknownst to them, Snoopy pair of ears with many voices popping through to that head is riding along outside of that carriage. And so I start. Seconds.
Giving myself a short rest.
Short rest for the win. Yeah. Okay. Got all my tabs where I need them to make things up as I go. The secret is always improvising. Just say yes. Okay. Okay, with that said, the Duchess Zelruska, proud noble woman with dark hair, but starting you can see to have a slight streak of silver just around the temples, just a wisp. A woman perhaps too fashionable, too proud, or too uncaring to remove any of the dignity that comes with the privilege of being a long-lived noble of courts, especially in the dangerous regions of the Sea of Fallen Stars, where kingdoms have a long history of, well, war, battle, and dealing with even the monsters of the sea, as we are in the coastal tiered town. She looks to each of you with intense and eyes that are very poised to be a person of dignity, control, charisma. But each of you, I think, with your passive observational abilities, can tell that even in the dimly lit, protective nature of what you assume is a even possibly armored carriage, there's a lingering scent of fear, a scent of ink, a scent of parchment, a scent of perfumes, a scent of leather, the seats, a sense of fine wood. But with more than just a flickering echo of worry etched on her face, she says, "We don't have much time." Or I have to do her voice now. "We do not have much time. I will be blunt. The criminal underworld in this city has grown bolder, darker than ever. I'm sure you're familiar, perhaps, with the affair of their reputations, but the most concerning things that have provided disquiet among my court is the mafia procured alchemical poisons and cursed blades that deal irreversible death. People slain by these weapons, even the best clerics of our time cannot bring them back." She stops, wringing her hands tightly on their gloved hands. "Imagine just one drop of such a toxin or one stab of such a wound stealing your life away, and your soul is sealed away forever. Or ruined, destroyed. We do not know, as we cannot ask the dead like we used to. Beyond the reach of resurrection, these weapons are dangerous. May I die any other way. That is what you might be facing with this criminal underbelly. And it's not just weapons." Her eyes kind of sink, her face looking older. "I fear infiltration at the highest levels. As I said before, government members had gotten ill and recovered curiously quickly without any sign of procuring doctors, clerics. I sense perhaps the problem with their shapeshifter threat. Well, we will be dealing with monsters wearing familiar faces, or at least that is what I deal with." Her voice dropping to a whisper, as if even the carriage might have listening ears. "This is why I turn to you now. I trust you. You've showed me the color of your hearts, the spirits of your devotion to helping people, protecting people. Not just the noble, who could give you very, very, very much position, prestige, wealth, but you help the common folk, who I care for. You are uncorrupted, I think. The only ones I can be sure aren't wearing someone else's skin. She draws a steady breath. She opens a drawer that almost seemed like it wasn't even there, just perfectly carved into the beautiful interior of the luxury carriage, and withdraws a small sealed letter and holds it out to whoever wants to take it. It has the wax seal that you can see being offered, matching her signet ring. You got it, Tim. Okay, cool. She looks to you with a knowing nod and says, there is one in the underworld who might know what is really going on, but he's very dangerous. It is he who thrives on secrets and shadows. He is known as the Duke of Dark Desires, Lord of Flesh, Eater of Hearts. In half-whispered rumors, he knows by many charming titles, I know. But she grimaces. He is as terrifying as the name suggests, the devil in silk and smoke. His name is Yuno, and everyone has a right to fear him. But he may be our best chance. He runs an illicit club beneath the city, a place where deals with devils most assuredly happen, and the court has to turn away because I suspect the courts we have benefited. Not corruptively, but in a world where magic persists, there are ancient things that know how to keep law, even if that power comes from perhaps evil. We will use it responsibly. We have done so symbiotically. I'm telling you this because I don't want you to think of me as a saint. I use my powers to be a mother to the people. And to the point, actually, while you guys were going around, people outside the carriage who saw the carriage, recognized it what it was, called out for her, calling her Mother Zaluska, Mother Z, with kind of like a kind reverence, a type of thing that people recognize, like someone who's brought food or nourishment personally down to any part of the city that needed it.
What was the name of the Duke of Dark Desires again?
Yuuno. You know.
Okay.
Come on, you know.
She says, this will prove I sent you to him. It's the only introduction that might earn his attention, though. This is a hope, as I have lost a great deal of favor here and there after entreating with the Emperor and Empress of House Sarangar and Hecatons. It's, well, we shall see. Find what you can.
Who's Hecaton?
It is a storm giant king. I've not been so important to meet, but there is great turmoil in the realms as a result of giant kind. Find what you can about him, about all the situations, what he knows, poisons, doppelgangers. Offer whatever it takes, gold, favors. Just get the truth of it, and be careful. Her voice hardens. Yuno is old, cunning. He'll help you if it only benefits him. Never forget you're dealing with someone who will test you. Keep your wits about you, but be respectful. And if he offers you a deal, remember there are worse things than refusing. I pray it won't come to anything that puts you all in danger, but at this point, I can only be a buffer and offer protection, which is why, as we stop here at Azul's, you will get armor. Any armor you can wield, barring perhaps the most fanciful or magical of kinds. I am financially inclined to help you, but I know that my financial power will be best served elsewhere. So try not to get too greedy, if I may. And she pauses, looking at each of you. Um, but perhaps right now, Kurt, what is your character do?
I think he's very much like glued to the backside of this carriage, his ear to it, like with that look on his face of like, wait, is this when I make my dramatic entrance? No, wait, no, yes, no, shut up, you. No, speak common. No, no, I'll just wait here. First impressions are so awkward.
And at that point, it zooms back in on the party as the carriage is stopped in front of the merchant district. Zul's, curios and fine jewelry, gems, and magic items. Is there anything else you need?
You keep mentioning, do we know if can I do an insight check? Based because I kind of know what we're talking about with deals and stuff, and I know we're low level, but do I know what we're talking about with deals and stuff? Because before we leave, I'd like to, if I can.
Yeah, give me an insight
Roll
check.
it. Okay. Come on, finally my dice have changed. All right, that's 22.
Nice. She's basically giving you like a heads up that you'll be bargaining on behalf of probably the how do I say this, like the scope of saving the city, or things are definitely going bad really quick. The writing's on the wall, but she can't see who or why or how. But she's definitely saying like this, a lot is in your hands. You might be having to make a deal that I can't pay you back, but I will try if it comes down to your soul. Like she's kind of implying like what we know about fiends, and I think your characters might, I'll say loosely, have heard like we've all, how like in our world we hear like hyperfixate on vampires and werewolves, and there's always like someone who knows like a cool niche thing that could be true or not true about like if they were real. You know, you never want to be the guy who shows up wielding like garlic chucks against something that can't be killed or bothered by garlic. But the idea is we've all heard a little bit about fiends and deals, and there's songs about guys playing instruments against devils themselves and earning a great deal of wealth and fame.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll say with a 22, you have like a solid understanding that she's kind of implying like this is a definitely supernatural situation for you to do.
so I'll talk to my now siblings, the two that are sitting there. Like, listen.
Well, they're all there. I'll say that Cade and Annie's character will be here quiet, and then they'll leave with Lady Zelda's.
Okay. Yeah, just listen. I think there's a possibility that there's a Mr. Fix Everything. Oh, I forgot I tried to use my voice. Yeah, so there's a chance that we're going to be offered an out for everybody. Realize eternity might not be enough, so we need to at least come to a bargain ourselves. Please don't make any hasty decisions without coming together. If you do, I can't stop your free will. But if we could come to a collective decision on potentially a bargain that buys us all into some issues, we should talk about it. It's on you guys. I'll open the door and walk out.
Oh, of course. We'll offer him a hot dish for sure.
Bobby, what I'm saying is, if you make a deal that takes your soul, we have to solve this, then we're going back for your soul. So just be careful.
I never had a soul to begin with.
I just look at it. Yeah. I just look at Mira and just be like, yeah, okay. They're like, Cade.
Yeah, we kind of knew that.
Vaseline yourself, Cade. Have a great time.
All right. At that point, you guys pop out, and she will kind of say, one of my contacts will meet you here after you're done purchasing armor. He is, I think he will be a comfort, perhaps somewhat familiar face in some way. He goes by the name of Doombolt. And at that point,
that's my cue. Oh, are these the guys?
Oh, the guards immediately are like, where would you come from?
How long
I'm
has
just
he
gonna
been
be like,
there?
I swear to God, if you end up being my brother, and just like walk straight into the jewelry store.
Does halvesies count?
At the point she'll close her carriage, her guards will, get jump on, like Secret Service, and Cade and Annie will be getting like a briefing for, helping her with the security for the annual masquerade ball this weekend, and we'll do that. Boom. Now you guys are together in front of Azul's shop, or maybe having just strolled through the doors with a pleasant ding, and Azul says, "Hi, oh, it's you."
I'll pause there for whatever they, yeah, if they want to.
Thank you. Thank you for
Hi.
the shield.
We're back. Thanks for the shield. This is great.
Yeah, this is a sick robe. Then a full of like, I'll do the Dracula thing. Wow.
Again, sorry about your shop. We, my brother really doesn't. He likes to ask questions after the fact.
We all have a brother like that. Is that a different brother of yours? Is it the crazy eyes?
No relation.
We just met him. He's.
God, I hope not.
I hear he's doomy.
He's too...
Doomy, 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 doom. So wait, you guys are all like cuz brothers? Is that what's happening?
Cuz brothers.
No, we are legitimately related by blood. We have all the same father, different mothers.
Man, your old man can lay the pipe.
Yeah.
Was he
We
a
have.
plumber?
No, he's a bard. He traveled and did concerts and then met all of our mothers on the way, and now we are where we are. We just met.
Oh. So you're all coming together for some sort of like, I don't know, messed up family reunion? What's going on here? Like,
Well, we didn't realize we were related until after we joined the circus, and after the.
oh yes, because
And she
joining the
kinda, like-
circus and finding out that you're relatives is totally like that happens normally.
Well, that's what happened to
the
us.
circus was, yeah, in a nutshell, yes, that's what happened. We all came to the same place, not realizing related happened, and then here we are.
Oh. So you guys need to get into the wild sex club, huh?
What?
No,
Oh no. What?
not again.
Wait, did you say not again?
I mean, we already saw a dungeon thanks to our little brother, basically. So what? How can this be any worse?
I mean, it's like a dungeon, just different.
Are you guys talking about Fleshhold?
Yeah, flesh hole.
Not that I've ever been. I just couldn't help but overhear as you guys talk about your incestuous family issues, circus behavior.
Why lie? You were there last Tuesday.
No, I wasn't. This isn't a place to have such gossip. This is the place to sell things. I am selling things to you now. Not my body, but my things. Now buy.
Fleshhold. Goodness gracious.
Sounds
I
like
kinda
a.
do feel, I kind of do feel a little sad. Kate is missing this. He would have enjoyed this immensely. We'll have to bring something back for him.
Oh yeah, there's
That's
definitely
awesome.
souvenirs. They stay with you forever.
Oh, herpes. Dragon herpes.
Well, hope we were not dragging any herpes there. We're pulling them out of there.
Would those be called drippies?
Derpies. They're called derpies.
I mean,
Wow.
anyway, what can I help you with? Imagine we're going to be using the Duchess's purse.
So we already got
Um,
the armor that we received as a gift, right? It's like
Yeah, we have everything you received as a gift.
Okay.
Including that note.
including the nose, indeed.
So you got armor, but not all of us got armor.
Did Bobby get anything?
I think anyone right now can basically add any armor they're proficient with to their inventory here.
Gotcha.
Oh.
And that's basically like, you guys got magic items from Dad, and the Duchess is funding everything else that you might need that's not magical.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I can
And
put
then-
my leather back on that I was naked from. Huzzah.
Yes. And do both. You can totally ride. You can mooch this situation. It's well, like, I'm gonna get some stuff too.
Hey,
Oh, he like
Merrick.
he just starts
Go ahead.
like there's like vials of acid, and he's just like, those are for later, and just like scoops them all into like a bag and just, ooh, coconut oil. Yep, adding that. All right, and continuing on. Listen, you
Hey.
prepare for the mission ahead.
I don't really want to know what mission you're preparing for with coconut oil.
It's
What?
not flammable, so they can't burn it with fire like they do with grease. Stupid fucking wizards.
The second best nut oil you can get.
Yep.
It's it goes great in some of my buns too.
It
Oh.
does. Yep, no doubt. I know where that's going. And he turns and he just starts walking to another shelf.
I'm taking
Right.
studded leather. I'm gonna see like as I grab like regular leather, I'm like, wait, any? And I'll just like off to the side. I'll just be like, hello.
Studded leather. All right. 3 vials of acid for the not so suspicious Jonas Dubois, and a industrial sized tub of coconut oil.
Oh my god.
The kind
You
that's
say that now, I'll bet you it comes in handy.
Yeah. It doesn't even phase me. We're definitely related. That's like, got it.
I love because you're halflings. Like a normal, it'd be like a somewhat reasonable amount, but in our halflings, it's like the I'm depressed ice cream carton amount. Like that's what.
So like a gallon.
Yeah, it's
Gallon
like
of
a gallon in
coconut
his
oil.
hands. Yeah, it's like the equivalent of a
Oh
gallon.
my goodness.
Oh,
Just
that's
happily
great.
carrying it out.
You have any potions, or is this just armor?
Just non-magical things.
God.
So I see Merrick take some studded leather, and I also grab an equally. It's like, I want to look like this guy, and also grab some studded leather. Meanwhile,
more of that where you're going.
oh boy,
Yeah, I'm going to grab some leather armor that looks like light armor, since
Okay.
I am a ranger.
Very good.
Concerned about establishment.
Do we still have our weapons, even though our clothes are animated? We still have.
Yeah, you
Correct.
still have your weapons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Common clothes. Grabs common clothes.
Yep.
And this cloak is fancy enough. Well, yeah, I don't need to look fancy for the masquerade world.
Do they have any hoods with capes that I can also? Does he have any of those?
Yeah, he basically has like a very basic, non-specialized style. His main specialization is jewelry and gems and magic items. But you can see like other people that what you're pulling from is what people have rated him that he's just trying to get off his miscellaneous stock.
Oh, look at
like the shield.
and stare at Kyle through Poppy and say, "We should get cold weather beer." Do you have it?
Poppy just swings around and goes, "Do you have any cold weather gear? I hear it gets cold in North Dakota."
Yeah.
Where?
I hear it gets cold on the prairies.
Nothing other than what you see here. Not many. I mean,
We try.
not really in a cold area here.
Huh? Oh, okay. Where did that come from?
Well, it's the free store. Like, we're playing a game. We're in the free store. We should have nothing, no room. We should be at max capacity when we walk out of here. All right.
Well, I am done
So,
shopping. I'm done shopping.
yeah,
I've
just
got what I
going out.
wanted.
Give Lady Zelruska my best. Nice to meet you for the first time.
Yeah, for the first time.
with clothes on.
Yeah, that's a little more accurate.
I'm gonna walk out the door and do an insight check on that little conversation, and that's a
He's got
23.
a little unicorn tattooed on his ass, and as he walks out.
Like,
This Doombolt character and Azul have definitely visited the criminal underbelly. Yeah, you
like,
can read that they have participated in quite the debauchery.
does Azul have any wooden spoons around?
He does not.
Dang it. Okay.
I'm going off of what makes sense, not what I want you to have. I'm just going like this guy is a, fine merchant dealer. The only reason you guys are getting like armor and things from him, like I said, are the stock that
No,
people traded. And
that's fine. I'm just like, I have a wooden spoon, and as I hear that, I'm like, I might need some more wooden spoons.
I'm gonna need a spare wooden spoon. This is for food. This is for not food. Okay.
Just one of those, I don't know what's going on here, but wooden spoons sound like a good idea.
So, help me out here. I mean, I understand I'm supposed to get you guys into the club and, do whatever it is that you guys need to do. I'm just trying to understand how y'all are forming this wreath of a fucked up family reunion. So, like, how did that come into play? Did y'all just play Who's My Daddy game, or what did you do here?
Yeah.
It was actually a little bit, out of the blue. Well, I mean, we had our clothes attack us, and so we went to go find the culprit who did it, and we did a little bit of investigating, and the truth came to light, and that's how we found out we were all related. She's not wanting to give him too much, just basics. He doesn't know this guy. She doesn't. She
Right.
kind of wants to protect what she can.
So, you guys found that out before or after you all started kissing?
Nobody has kissed anybody. What? Are they?
Sure. And he turns, he does the whole leg straight out, turns on his heel. Yeah, okay, keep telling yourself that.
I mean, you're talking to the wrong. Well, I mean, Merrick has landed a big one, which good job, bro. But I mean, the only one who even remote history of that would be our little brother, and he's not here.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
He's
I
going to
know
be
those
really
campfires being
disappointed
lonely.
if what we're expecting at this place is what we're expecting. He's going to be really disappointed that he wasn't here.
He is. He is. That's why I feel like we need to bring him a souvenir of some kind.
Right.
Make him feel better.
Well, so the Duchess didn't exactly tell me your names, right? So I mean, who's short, dark, and brooding there? Who's that?
The eldest. Yeah, I'll shake your hand and kind of step to the side. We're on our way.
Are your parents dead too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
The dad was Immortal Joe, Immortal Montague. Trying to put that together, but it's very difficult. Freudian slips.
Yeah.
Was the head of our troop, our little carnival troop. As we're walking, are we walking towards the thing?
Sure.
Wherever Doombolt wants to take you, Jonas Doombolt. Yeah.
Oh, he takes them around. He's gonna get their whole life story before he takes them to the sewer entrance. That's gonna happen. He's got to know everything that
way.
Yeah. He's very
past this alleyway.
No, don't worry about it. All right, it's an optical illusion. Town's real big.
Amazing.
I'm Admira Fleetfoot. I'm the second oldest. My mom is still very much alive. Thank you.
Yeah?
I just traveled out. I traveled out because I didn't know my father very well, and I adventured to go and find him and meet him and learn, why he hasn't stuck around.
I mean, at this point, you're a successful adventuring type, you know, probably, tallest of the shorties. So like, I mean, why? Why do you care? Is it closure? Are you seeking closure?
Well, I mean, yes, a little bit. I just want to know why he, left my mom, and it was me and her, and she talks about him all the time.
Oh.
Um, and
Can
I
I ask a
just,
question?
yes.
Is your mom ugly?
No, not by. I get most of my looks from her.
Yeah, I can see why your
Like,
dad
how
left.
dare you
Okay.
talk about my mother that way?
Oh, I can see why your dad left. Oh my god. Shots fired.
Uh,
She immediately gets out her dagger and just has it holding,
Oh,
just
but there's
thinking about it.
potential for you. We're going to blows already. I like you. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't say the same for you.
Listen, right? If you're not sure whether or not she's gonna kill you when you sleep, she's not for you. I mean, just pointing that out. What?
Oh, the thought is always there already for me.
well, hi, Doomy.
And
My name's Poppy. I'm Poppy Cinnabraid. Just wild eyes.
He just
Hi.
he just stares.
Hi.
Yeah, oh yeah, I can definitely tell that you hear the voices too. Yeah, how many you got rolling around in there?
How many do you have?
7, all for each of the elder gods. What do you got?
Just one. One really big voice. And I pull out a spoon. I go, "Would you like to try a bun?"
No.
they're actually very delicious. I
My
think you should try
my
one.
buns are the best buns of all.
Yeah,
But
you're gonna have where we're going. You may reevaluate that. Okay. No.
no, but
Well,
the important question is whether you choose the left or the right one.
Well,
they're both
take-
yeasty and warm.
will you take both of them, put one on either side of your face, and just?
Well, I'm just off. I'm just off to the side.
Well, we're here. All right, we're here. And he goes and he reaches down to like grab like a hatch door or whatnot. Now, not to, offend your fragile sensibilities, but we're going down into a stanky, dark, moist hole, and there we're gonna find the, well, palace of flesh. So prepare yourselves. I hope you brought protection. And I think he like opens it up in such a way that like the absolute stench of the sewer just blasts them entirely, and just is like, yeah, it's like going home.
Oh,
So this is
boy.
what Cade smells on a daily. Ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah, I bet he would enjoy it. I really wish he was here.
Are we in, Charm?
We're
We
into the
in the
sewers.
tunnel? All right.
Yeah. Nice. Scene change. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. All right. The dank sewer tunnel. A place where the runoff flows just beside a stone, I guess like a catwalk. It's not really a catwalk, but a stone kind of walk, obviously. During the size of the tunnel and the wash is really good for storms and things of that nature, but it has been, like I said, raining on and off this, since you've arrived, and so there is a continuous push of detritus and runoff from the streets and things like that, for the most part, that you imagine just goes to some part of the sea of fallen stars. But here is a place where a very thin, I'll say closer to 3 to 4 foot, side path is all you can really balance on. As the water is, you could only guess by the semi-circular, like, bowl of the runoff slope, maybe at some points 8 feet deep. and about probably just as wide. So you're kind of dealing with like a 10-foot wide space where you're kind of forced to the very furthest, most right 2 to 3 feet um, of it. And I need to know who's in what order for no reason whatsoever.
For no reason. For reasons.
I don't mind bringing up the caboose.
Perfect, Scott.
Bringing up the
Right, I
rear.
got it.
Phrasing
Yeah,
just isn't a
definitely.
thing here, apparently. All right, so
Not at all.
I think that Jonas, knowing the way, would lead the way. He's a little less afraid of what's down here, as he's well aware. He's made friends with a tentacle monster, no doubt.
I mean, on an occasion, I'm sure there's definitely something of that nature.
I worship a tentacle monster. I would think that I would be friends with a tentacle monster. What do you want, you know?
Is one of the
Fair point.
voices in your head a tentacle monster?
No. But I do have one named Barbara. She's real annoying.
Barb,
Oh,
Barbara, Barbara. In any case, so who is in the middle? I should say who's.
I'll go behind him.
Okay, there we go. That's the order I need.
Should I be in front with the shield?
No.
Merrick is the shield.
Are you feeling
Okay.
like a tank?
Huh?
Are you feeling like a tank?
No. I just
Okay.
have a shield. I just have a shield.
Then you can be the rear shield. You're the behind shield. Put it
Yes.
on your back.
Yes. I can't see around it. That's how big it is.
Yeah, it's okay. I got your behind. I got behind you. I got your behind.
Nice.
Y'all are a very dysfunctional family.
Thank
You're-
you.
you're a-
That's like the nicest thing you said.
You're also very dysfunctional, apparently.
No, I am
Are you
quite
sure we're not
functional.
related? Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if we are related by chance. I mean, he would fit in very well.
You see him like grab like the back of his robe and like flick it up over his head, and then he crosses his arms and leans against a wall and just kind of, yeah, I can fit in. Yeah. He immediately rips the sleeves off of his robe. Yeah.
It's like looking in a mirror.
Oh, I get what you're doing. With cameras, I'm distracted.
All right.
That's the point.
Sunset.
Tell that I was thinking very hard.
Sunset has since fallen. Just before, sorry, I say it probably was just falling as you entered the sewers. You navigate the maze of old stone tunnels and sewers. The air is stagnant and thick, and the stench of waste and something fouler. Rot, perhaps, a faint sulfur that shouldn't linger. Water drips echoingly, each splash causing a sense of tension. It is dimly lit by imagined light sources you guys brought.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to take my. Wait, light acts differently now, doesn't it?
Wait, Poppy, hold out your spoon.
Oh,
Spoon.
yeah.
I cast produce flame
No.
on the spoon.
Just burning the spoon. It's amazing.
And I cast. So, can light be cast on an object and you carry it, or does the light stay just in that one spot anymore?
It's funny,
Ah,
that
it's
really
2024,
looked at the
it
cantrips in
stays.
2024.
Yeah. I think it stays in that spot.
Darkness acts
Okay.
like a weird way in the past.
I know darkness stays in the spot, not on the object.
Right.
Worn or carried. Is it being worn or carried until the spell ends? The object sheds light, like covering the object. Okay, so I'm guessing you can cast it on something that isn't being worn or carried, and then you can pick it up. That's kind of a weird situation. Yeah. So it sounds like you can. Carry it with you. And so
Okay. Then I
you're
will.
fine.
I will cast light on my spoon.
I really wanted a flame spoon.
No.
I'm sure we'll
Mira,
be able to flame spoon here around the corner.
I will talk you into letting me have a flame.
I will make you a flame spoon.
Saying this word. You keep saying flame spoon.
She's
It's going to become a thing here.
she's clearly signaling she has a drug addiction with this. Flames. All right. So now with the light of the dim light of the flame spoon, casting shadows on the mold and slime slick walls, vermin skitter out of sight, and the walls go from stone to something ivory, white, a catacomb of skulls and bones, much like the French underground, where you guys can see there's just stacks of mortar, stone, and bone skulls along the wall to your right. That's kind of right, like the faces, like you can't really get away from them because as you go to avoid falling into the sewer runoff, you have to like cling to the wall, and your hand kind of being there, going like, okay, the stone is here, the stone's here, it's a little slimy too. Like my hands are in the nose of a skull, human-sized.
I accidentally cast Spare the Dying on one of the skulls. Oh,
Has
no!
no effect.
You meant well.
It's the thought that counts.
There is.
I would like to. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to do the thing, like look for traps, be perceptive, and kind of while he's leading the way, I just want to make sure that he's on par with what he says he is. So, like to at least, I guess, look for traps.
And I will cast guidance on you. It's like Merrick, you'll take care of us. You get a 1d4.
D&D Beyond turned itself off.
We have some.
My dice are back. That was a 7, so yeah, it looks pretty scully here.
You get to add a d4 to it.
Okay. That's still gonna be. That's an 8. You're shining.
No traps. Nothing suspicious.
100% chance, no traps.
But I will say this: what's everyone's passive perception?
13.
I got a 14.
12.
11. Man.
Who's the 15?
I have 14.
14? All right. You are the person who kind of picks up on this first, and you see a figure standing in the causeway, I guess you could say, ahead, blocking the path in heavy, like the classic, oh my gosh, what was it in Princess Bride, the Holocaust cloak? The big black cloak, the figures looming tall, their head almost touching the ceiling, and they seem to almost have an unsettling disposition in the sense that they kind of are swaying in a way that's almost like they're not connected to the ground, like someone who would be like hanging from like a rope on a ceiling would kind of sway, and a voice emanates from the darkness, alerting the rest of you to its presence just out the edge of the dim light, so like 20 feet ahead. Turn back now, if you wish to live.
Dude, is this front?
What? Yeah, what is this?
Never seen. No one. Doombolt has never seen this before.
So
you can see this too.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna make an educated guess using Arcana.
Yeah.
Lucky green die.
Lucky green.
ooh.
Fucking A. 20, natural 20.
My
Plus
21st
3.
roll.
Let's go.
Lucky green die. I know
Okay,
everything
nat
about
20.
this now.
I'll ask first. What is your character's first thought, and I will tell you what the following thoughts are from the whispering voices.
oh, that looks like Hangman's Folly. You know, those poor souls that are meant to be dead, but they're not dead, and for whatever reason they linger around.
Oh, like
Uh,
three raccoons in a trench coat.
No. More like four kobolds in a ball gown.
oh my
Oh,
gosh. New band name. New band name. Anyway, you have that thought, and then immediately the voices, almost like kind of planting arcane and eldritch knowledge, kind of say to your mind, simple tricks, simple illusions. This is simple magic to defy, to deceive. This is no ghost. And you kind of are being like taught that it's like an illusion, or maybe an unseen servant with a large cloak on, but something that's basically like harmless.
I think at this, seeing what's happening, right? Jonas turns into his bag, right? And he pulls out 4 masks that are just little masks that go across your eyes like this, right? And he starts to hand them out. I totally forgot. Past this point, you have to have a mask on. If not, then the big ghoulies there, they'll like try to eat your soul if you have one. If you don't, they're gonna eat your tibia. So, you need both of those things.
insight check.
Insight there. All right. Uh, so how I do things is basically when it comes to like player versus player kind of
Uh-huh.
social skills,
Yeah.
I will let the person who's trying to be fooled determine the DC to fool them, and then I will let. And you can say 5 because like you know your character. You could say 30 because you don't you whatever if you don't want. But in this situation, so I'll let Skylar. You tell me what you think Poppy's gullibility is here, and then Kurt's gonna roll to try and match that DC that you've set.
She's honestly not that gullible. That's why she doesn't trust this guy completely yet. And
Mhm.
with whatever, it's like how sure of he is, that this is what's going to happen.
Everything that he says is with the utmost confidence.
Yeah, up to you, Skylar. What's the
I mean,
DC?
yeah. I mean, I rolled a 16.
All right.
Okay, DC 16.
Deception.
If you want, like you can roll and descend it. I just always give people the
Yeah, yeah.
opportunity to be like, whatever. What do you got?
Really?
17.
All right. He speaks with such resounding arcane truth.
I was like,
Just take it back.
I'll take the mask and I'll go, okay, and I'll also hand him a bun. I'm like, here, you might need this.
Oh, yeah. Can I get 2?
Always, they come in pairs.
He takes them and he just. And he eats them, like right
Leave,
there.
leave now. Do not pursue folly and death.
Nope. Tom Cruise said we could go.
Who is Folly and Death? Who are Folly and Death?
My ex-wives.
See now why they're your ex.
All right. Well, the looming cloaked figure like looks down at you as you approach.
The looming cloaked figure looks down at us.
Yes.
Oh,
Their head kind of looking down at you, blocking the path, like as in their head is like almost touching the ceiling. The bones on the wall seeming to smile. The skulls seeming almost to be frozen in a perpetual white, broken smile. And the sound of rushing water.
well, après-vous, du monde.
I
That's
will
French.
not warn you a third time.
Are we walking by him? Is that what we're doing right now?
It's he blocks the path of the of the
Like he totally blocks off the path.
Essentially, yeah. The massive the cloak is massive. It's like a large size cloak. It's like a half ogre's cloak.
I quite literally think that Doombolt just tries to walk through him like he's an apparition.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do. And you walk out from begin, and the cloak rolls over you, and you're out the other side.
Yeah, I mean, we're all halflings, so we can move through.
Allied spaces.
Oh, allies. Well, yeah, I'm gonna walk right through too. Yeah, I'm gonna shimmy I'm gonna like shimmy through, like not trying to touch it, even though I'm touching it, sort of thing.
Yeah. The old sewer stained cloth rubs across your faces.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, Mira. I'm totally gonna keep this map.
You sure you don't want to? You sure you don't want to trade with me? Give me a pig mask.
You have a pig mask? Yeah.
You just gave me a mask that looks like a pig.
I'll trade you a Gary Con.
All right, roll initiatives. As bursting from the water next to you is a bulbous, large form that looks like sentient water given shape. An elemental of sewer water.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's do it. Initiatives. F yeah.
These guys kinda suck.
These guys kind of suck. Good luck. Sewer water elemental.
Not on
is,
my new
Kurt.
armor.
This guy in the back is Kurt.
What? But I'm up front.
I know, because you passed through him.
Oh, fair point.
Did anyone bring toilet paper? Always, wherever you go.
No, but I brought my towel.
We have a spoon that I can set on fire. That's about it.
Stay away from my spoon, Admira.
Now she knows that's one thing that she can really do. If she just feels like in an irritating mood, that she can irritate Poppy while trying to set her on fire.
Scott, can we go with
Oh, yeah. Battle seed. Here we go.
I guess you could say Poppy's tired of Mira inquiring about her spoons.
I need to fix a couple of cameras here.
I did that once, Lady Vengeance. I described the whole scene as like, yeah, the air is, like highly possibly filled with like explosive gas, and then one of the players was like, I cast fire something, and they just ignited the air and created this like almost party kill. It was wild. I try not to do repeats, but that would definitely have been a thought I had.
Be like, sorry, we blew up the sewer system with a spoon.
Very,
like,
very
what?
I got a 15.
Wait, I mean, aren't you?
Oh.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so who got, anyone get 20 or higher? Oh, damn. You got 20?
21.
21, okay, go. 15 or higher.
I'm 15 plus. It keeps shutting down.
Let's say
Initiative.
10, and then you got a 15 exactly?
I got 20.
Oh, we got 20, okay.
Sorry.
Kurt, what did you get?
I got a 15.
15.
Oh, we got a rating.
And then Sky. Hello.
Yeah, I got a 7.
Oh, no.
Question. I'm just gonna ask this now because just so I can get it out of the way. Would I know if destroy water would work or not work on this creature?
Ooh.
Great, we're destroying water.
I like where your head's at.
You know what? Let me check. I just gotta see what vibes. You have 10 gallons of creating or destroy. Destroy up to 10 gallons. You know what? I will let this do damage. Let me see.
Action surge. Thank you.
Right. All right. So here's the nitty gritty here. You are dealing with the ability to do 10 gallons of destruction A water elemental is 2,491 gallons of
Gotcha.
water.
Okay, cool.
Damage is damage.
Damage is damage. I just want you to know that that's going to be the ratio of damage.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure. No, no. I just saw destroy water. I was like, would that work on something like this? That's
Yes.
okay.
All right. So, what's up? Thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate you. Everyone give him a follow. Action Surge 5e. I just followed you too. Welcome in. Welcome in. You just joined in at a battle. So, awesome. So, guys, so happy to have you here. Let's do this.
I followed you. Action surge.
I follow you to the end.
You have been followed.
All I gotta say is thank you for the mask. The more gear that I can put on camera, Diva, I can be.
Yeah, the mission is every person will have on stream has to give you a random thing that you then have to incorporate
Yeah.
to your, your role play. And I would love to have people try to challenge and stump you. Like, I take this magic plunger wand, and next thing you know, you're just like, I have a plunger on stream. Yeah. All right. So
I'll repaint
Coco.
it, make it look dark.
Coco,
Did somebody
you are
say plunger?
Oh no! Well, how did you
Oh,
do that? What the
how
hell?
did you he has a bag of holding next to him.
I'm not going to question the fact that the grown man has a plunger next to his
No,
computer
no.
setup. I'm not. I'm not going to question that at all.
It's clearly
You know what I mean?
Mary
Like, yeah.
Poopins. It's Mary Poopins.
Mary Poopins.
Pulled it out of her bag. All right, so Coco, you react supernaturally fast. This thing bursts out of the water, constant swirling. I think Avatar: The Last Airbender, a swirling 10-foot by 10-foot, like almost like pushing you guys completely back against the wall of bones, and as like pretty much as wide as almost you guys are in a line. So.
So when I see it starting to form, I'm immediately going to cast Starry Wisp and hurl it at it.
Okay. What does that do? And if it's a ranged attack roll, I believe that's disadvantage if you're within a creature's reach. I'm gonna close that window.
So it is a ranged spell attack. On a hit, the target takes 1d8 radiant damage, and until the end of my next turn, it emits dim lights in a 10-foot radius and can't benefit from the condition.
Okay. Sorry about the noise. Just a long.
Don't hear it.
Right outside.
Over like Blade Runner in the background.
That's kind of the music that's playing right now.
Exactly.
I can't hear it. But it's probably. Oh, you mean in the Twitch channel, not on our channel.
Yeah, see.
I understand now. I'm on. Okay, so. So you are firing this ranged spell.
Yes.
Please roll to hit with disadvantage as you're within
Okay.
its reach.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Dude, nice.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, so let's see. With the disadvantage, it is a 17 to hit.
17. That is a hit.
Yes. All right, so let me get a d8. Here we go. That is only 1 point of damage, but it emits a dim light within a 10-foot radius until next.
What does that mechanically do for it and you guys?
Helps us see a little bit better.
Okay. I was like, it's just glowing.
Yeah, it's glowing.
All right,
Easier to hit.
actually, you know what? You just did something, Coco. I did not expect this. Coco, you damn genius. You can see the silhouette of someone inside it, like in the center of it.
What is that doing in there? What is that? I'm just sitting there
There's a
pointing at
dude
it
in
like.
there?
There's a figure of a humanoid inside the center, just kind of starfish.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, head completely like cranked back like a Pez dispenser. And anyway,
Free candy.
Forget it. All right, that takes us to Tim.
Steady aim. Aiming towards the dude. In the inside. Master Blaster. I see you. Sneaky little wet man. And I'm going to
Sneaky little
shoot
wet
with
man.
steady aim. I
All
cannot
right, so
move. I cannot
here's the
move after
situation.
this.
You're within its reach, and I wanted you to, like, just because you don't play rogue often, if you have a source of disadvantage, from what I recall, they might have changed the rule. I'm going to double check. If you have a source of disadvantage, even if you have advantage, sneak attack will not apply. And it occurred, if you're a DM, I think you're pretty well versed, perhaps as well. Is that something you're aware of?
Sure. We'll go with it. Then I'll look at
So
it.
if you're pursuing sneak attack, my recommendation is to get out of its reach. You as a rogue can do many things to do that. I don't want to tell you how to play your character, but I'll say if you're trying to get
but
sneak
I
attack,
also have my rapier, and I'm all up in the mix right
you
now.
can get sneak. You can get sneak attack just by reaching and stabbing. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I'll because I haven't used the rapier yet. I'll be like,
Yeah, and with steady aim, you can do steady aim on a melee attack, right? Or is that only?
I believe so. Let me just read it. You give yourself advantage of the next attack roll of the current provided. Yep. So
Stay where you are.
I see him and
Steady
I
aim.
poke him.
Poke the water elemental.
Doesn't mean I'm not gonna get killed by this thing in melee, but
Right.
I'm like standing straight up doing that weird straight hip thing, the fencing thing.
Yeah.
And that'll keep me steady. So that's a grand total of
a lunge. A very short
24.
lunge. You can't step the full lunge. All right, 24.
Wait, arm in the air? Arm in the air?
Arm hitting
Oh,
the
yeah.
bones.
Oh, yeah, this thing.
Back, just knocking like all these skulls into the air. That's amazing, actually.
And then
Like,
sneak
oh,
attack.
he's so dramatic.
He's so dramatic. I love that you are like, hey, I want to know how to insult you. Tell me what you're doing so I can say you're so dramatic. You're amazing. Okay.
That's how you know we're related, because we just fight.
We're fighting while fighting.
So 14 piercing plus 4 sneak attack. That's 18 sneak attack. And if it's the first round of combat, an additional 3 damage. 21 total.
21, nice. Hell yeah, good job.
What you doing there, slippery pants?
Yeah, the sewer water swirls, trying to create a dense layer of defense as your piercing weapon. Just pressure per square inch. That PSI power of your arm going right through it. It is its turn, and then Kurt on deck. It is going to try and basically, like a wave hitting a wall, smash into all of you. I'm going to need everyone to do a strength saving throw.
Oh, this is going to be bad. Tim, you still got guidance on you, so.
Is it last until you use it, or does it last for the rage?
It lasts a minute.
Because the old guidance was until you use it, but
they should
have buffed it, honestly. So
it reads: you touch a willing creature and choose a skill. Until the spell ends, the creature adds 1d4 to any ability check using the chosen skill.
Oh, not saving throws. So ability checks.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, so this is a saving throw. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Saving throw. Good job, everybody. Way to Dungeons and Dragons. A natural 20.
Hey, wow, this is like the third
nice.
20. Is everyone getting nat 20s today?
I got my.
Well, I got one, but I couldn't use it.
I rolled a 3, baby. A 3.
Okay. Good.
Oh,
good.
Poppy,
15.
looking pretty sloppies.
Sloppy Poppy.
Sloppy Poppy. Oh, you got it. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So
I got a 15 on the save.
15. Okay.
Same.
Everyone passed except for Poppy. Poppy, you are taking 10 points of bludgeoning. Everyone else is taking 5. As then Poppy is pulled off the wall and thrown into the sewer waters. Unless you have something.
Question.
Yes.
Is this an attack or an ability?
This is an ability. It's not an attack roll that it is made.
Oh, nope.
Think of it as like an AoE spell equivalent.
Nope,
Oh,
it
this
does not
means
say from an attack. It says whenever I take damage.
Yes.
So,
What is it? What happens?
Hellish Rebuke.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
Actually, I'm gonna use a luck point to get advantage on that. If that's cool.
Like retroactively?
Well, I
Like
just yeah.
I'll say as a standard, I'm gonna be like probably not after you know the results of the roll and the DC of the roll. To go back and
Well,
roll
no.
this
So honestly, I probably would have done it anyways because I have a -1 to a strength to a strength throw anyways.
sure. As
So
long as
I
it's a resource you're using.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
it's I get 2 of those per long rest. So
Okay.
I keep forgetting that I have luck points. So I'm probably gonna fail it anyway. So
Well, you know
The
DC
water
now
is
is
kind
15,
of weird.
or at least
we're
15 is enough.
still sloppy poppy.
All right.
No.
All
I
right,
need the
so-
creature to pass a Dex 13 save, please. Or fail, actually.
Just say thank you for letting me use a water weird that I've had for like 10 years.
Yeah, of course. All right. So it fails. What happens?
Fails. Cool. It takes 27 points of damage.
Holy!
It's fire typed or force.
Hellish Rebuke is a fire type.
Okay, you find it is resistant, very predictably water creature.
Yeah, for sure.
So it takes how much then?
27. So
half
halved.
13.
Yeah.
13. Okay, beautiful. You unleash this beautiful inferno that lights up the whole space as the steam comes off of its body. It's a swirling body.
No
Very
touchy.
No touchy. All right.
It's just my no-no square.
And Kurt, it is your turn. Is that's all it can do? Let me check. Make sure.
Eldritch
Oh no, no.
Blast.
Actually, it gets to do one more thing.
Oh, well, then Eldritch Blast.
Please tell me you say it that way as you cast it.
Oh, he does,
one
100%.
attack. It will make. Okay, so it went to do that. You did that. You hurt it. No one else has hurt it. So Kurt is going for you.
Bring it on.
Rolled high is a 19 hit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that hits God.
Yeah, at this level, definitely. So 11 points of damage.
Well. Okay.
As it is crashing into you violently.
Hang on. There's that, and then that. All right, cool. So, he falls back, right? And he spits up a little bit of blood, and then like stands up, right? And just goes, still hit like a bitch, and then casts Eldritch Blast.
All right. So it on its hit, it does get to grapple you as you are a medium or a smaller creature. So you are in its grappled.
But I'm mighty.
Yeah, you could blast it point blank range, all the same. Just letting you know, it is
Sure.
grappling you, and that is so. Yeah, go ahead and do your attacks at disadvantage unless you have something that negates the close
I will
range.
use a luck roll
Okay, nice.
to give me advantage to make it just a regular roll.
Yeah, and remember, as halflings, any nat ones you get is negated because you're halflings and all that stuff. So.
All right, I'll
Great
take it. How is a 17?
Hit.
Okay. And he will do with his point blank Eldritch Blast. Ah, sweet. 13 points of damage. Which
You
is
have
force
maimed-
damage.
You went from like bloody to almost maimed it. Yeah, that force took a chunk of the water off, and you can see at that moment, up close and personal, like you are, you can see that it looks almost like a very old sea elf is in there. Like you kind of, and then it reforms, like it reconstitutes, not healing itself per se, but reestablishes the water over the body inside it. With that powerful blast. Right.
Pretty cool.
Very cool.
Pretty cool imagery. Just want to throw that out there real fast. Okay.
All right. Is that your turn? Bonus actions? I think
Nope,
being
I used
grappled
my...
is gonna move.
I reacted, so...
You don't have any kind of invocations that repulse creatures because it will blast you out of the grapple. Otherwise, if you have the one that pushes.
No.
Okay, cool. Just checking. All right, cool then. Skylar. This thing is hurt very badly.
Yeah.
From
I'm
fire.
also like it knocked the shit out of me, and like I kind of sit up and
You're in the
like
water,
just
right?
yeah
Yeah.
I'm in some water. It just
You're in
like
the sewer water. Yeah.
I'm in like shit water, so I just come up
Yeah.
out of the water and like sloppy poppy's coming back for more, and
Oh,
I'm gonna cast destroy water at a second level spell at a second
okay.
level, so it deals 20 gallons
Okay. Okay. I respect it. So
of
actually, I'm going
damage.
to use a cool resource here. So you get to do. Oh, this is fun. This is some fun math. Okay, so 20 gallons.
Thank you, action surge.
What's up? Okay. Actually, I'm gonna have fun with this. This is so creative. I want to reward this. And do some quick math based on its health versus the gallons and how much it should do here. All right, you're going to do 3d6 necrotic damage. No, sorry. Let's make it. Yeah, 3d6 necrotic.
Approx.
That would be 11.
Anyway, you cast this at second level.
Yeah. First level.
You get an extra d6.
So 4.
For upcasting a 4d6. Yeah, so 4d6 here.
So what did I say? 11, 15 total.
15 total. You watch as you are stripping the water away with a type of magic that's like desiccation magic. Like the way that like you would create a mummy or dry a corpse, you are unraveling the moisture of the sewer, being's incredible, powerful body. And it is on its last legs as it can't seem to regenerate water from the sewer fast enough. As you can see, a somewhat exposed, lolled, eyes rolled back in their head, old sea elf. By elven standards, this person's probably centuries old.
I will then climb out of the water onto whatever's dry.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's no dry,
there's
but
not really any dry,
but
no, at
like
the very least,
onto a ledge of sorts.
yeah, that does not provoke as you're still within its reach, so you're okay as you pull yourself up. Actually, you do need to. I apologize. You do need to do an athletics check because it's a wet, like a half, skating, like half bowl.
Yeah, that's a nat 1. So
Hey,
zero.
you're
So a 0.
You're
Oh
halfway.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Don't forget the whole theme.
It's still a 4.
You definitely try to scramble out, and it's just your poor little halfling form.
I slip back. I slip back down.
Yep. Just oh god, nope. All right. This thing is one hit KO away. If you land the shot, you probably got it here. I mean, as long as it's not like 1 hit point, because you did 1 hit point last time.
Right. Then I'm going to try to I'm going to shoot an arrow at it and try the old sea elf.
You're going straight for the person inside? Yeah, go for it.
Well, kind of like hit him in the shoulder because I'm hoping it'll like either break his concentration or kind of like knock him back a little bit. So that's what I'm going for.
With disadvantage, range attack within melee distance, unless you want to get out of melee distance, but that might provoke. You always have options. Like it's basically try to take some damage to get a clean shot, or just to risk the possibility of rolling blood.
I will take the disadvantage. I have a really good
You're a trained professional.
bonus. Yeah. Okay, so that is going to be a hit.
Okay. What is it?
It's an arrow, the short bow.
Yeah. What was the total? Sorry, I didn't hear it.
16.
16. That is a hit. It is just
Awesome.
on it, or just a little above.
Okay, so that is 1d6 plus 5. That is max damage, so that's gonna be 11 damage.
You hit him in the shoulder, and then just like that, just as you imagine, he slumps and the water falls with him into the sewage, and he is starting to drift with the heavy flow. Not too heavy, but the runoff as described. He seems unconscious or dead, or maybe he was always one or the other two things. But your arrow pierces through the water, hits him, and we'll go to the rest of your turn, Coco. You have a bonus action and movement.
I would like to run after him and grab a hold of him so he doesn't drift away. And am I able to, or is that's my bonus action, is just movement and try to grab on?
Yeah, I think at the very least, I'll say you could probably just use your bonus action to try and just reach for him.
Okay.
So give me an athletics or acrobatics check, your choice. We're kind of doing either your strength or your balance to walk on a wet causeway and reach over into the running water here to grab him.
Okay. That's gonna be a 19.
Jeez. Okay. You managed to catch a hold of his clothing. It is like very strange clothing. It's like clothing from another like imagine coming across someone wandering the sewers with like Roman like senator's robes. But not new. Like from actual like Rome. And that point we'll say the encounter is over as Coco, you successfully stopped him from like drifting away. So we'll say you could pull him up, and then we'll say the Poppy, with some help and effort, you can pull yourself up, and no one is under threat of drowning, but you all stink like shit.
Well, kind of figured that would happen, but at least we're better off than Poppy.
I think I drank some of it.
All right. So you either have a dead or dying person on your hands.
He has 0 hit points.
Wait. Medical check? See if he's alive-ish.
Oh no, I'll cast Spare the Dying on him.
I was gonna do that too. I have that.
Nice. All right, you both, EMTs roll up, spare the dying, and you can tell with your magic he is alive. Stabilized at 0. Well done.
I'm gonna give him my potion to wake him up.
What?
Don't do that. I can just pump a little healing word into him.
Okay.
I'll just
Tux, thank you so much. $50? My gosh, 98. Wow.
Heck yeah. Thanks, Tux. Hope you're feeling better today. Seriously. Yeah, I'll pump a healing word into him.
Isn't healing word like an area of effect?
No, it's a bonus action
Okay.
on a creature.
Healing spirit, maybe, is the AoE?
No, it would be prayer of healing that gets.
Prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to keep up with all these healing spells. All right, he comes to consciousness.
He doesn't get much, but it's like 6 that he gets back.
He comes to consciousness, and his eyes are without pupils, without irises. They are bone white, or even whiter than bone white. The bones around you are almost yellow compared to the whites of his eyes. And you can't tell where he's looking at any given time, but he kind of turns his head up at all of you, and he just has this kind of expression of anguish.
And Mira. Oh, go ahead.
Can you hear us, old elf?
He nods.
Can you speak?
He opens his mouth and reveals no tongue. A terrible remnants of it being cut out.
Oh, well, my interrogation method was not going to work.
I look at Doomy and goes, "Is this Sicily?"
So Doom starts to sign at him.
Sign. He puts his hands up, shaky and wrinkled and knotty, like the way that like a swollen elderly person's hands seem almost like more of like a gnarled branch around the knuckles, and he will shakily respond and sign. What do you say to him?
I basically just ask him, "Who are you?"
He says, "A warning."
What kind of warning?
Your friends. You all go to make deal.
Yes.
You all go. He says, "Too dangerous. Please don't. Things are happening that need people to not sell souls, to not lose souls."
All right, guys. He says it's easy breezy, lemon squeezy the rest of the way. Come on, let's go.
I'll do an
He
insight
just
to see if
pats
I
him on the
can-
shoulder.
He signs
him on the-
frantically.
He
He's like,
pats him and says, "Yeah, no, we know. Have a good time. Yeah, we're double wrap it. Got it. No problem."
All right. That's amazing. Okay, what is the DC you guys want to set for this amazing and beautifully done lie? Honestly, there's a grace to this deception that I have to admire as a DM. Amazing.
Here, I'll roll deception on it. I don't care.
Yeah, I'll say you have an advantage because that was so
Um,
tastefully done.
you said I get advantage on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna be a 23.
You guys feel like your DCs would be 23? You could roll for
Is
it
it
if you want.
insight?
I'm not even gonna try. I just looked like he was. To me, he just looked like he was flailing his arms.
Yeah.
There's no way I could get it.
All right.
All right.
Oh yeah,
I'm
this guy was
minus
just
one.
telling you all, be careful, double wrap it. This is a strange
But
place.
it's pretty gross. Not gonna lie.
I
Well,
would like to. You said he's an elf, right?
He's a sea elf. He's got gills.
But he would, still understand Elvish, right?
You don't know.
Hmm.
You can speak to him in Elvish.
Excuse me.
I would like to lean down in his ear and whisper, "Should we go? They'll travel ahead. Just nod, yeah."
He does not nod.
Okay. All right. Well, we gotta trust this guy, I guess.
Yeah, Steve's basic.
Doomy,
Yeah.
is there a place to to take a bath in here? This is gross.
he gestures
Can you
to the
create
sewer
water?
That's just the sewer water. Yeah, right there.
I just came out of that. This is gross.
Well, okay, fine. There's like a duct that the fresh water comes through, and it's just a little bit up the way or whatnot. But I think there's like a dire salamander that lives in that tube, so just be careful.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, we already took our short rest, right? We're still on
Yeah.
the same combat,
Yep.
kind of.
Yep.
Ugh. All right. Noted. I can't take it. I took all my short rest.
Yep.
Well, This is
Uh,
good, boys. This is perfect.
We just continue going on, I guess. Continue moving
What do you do with
forward.
the belt? Do you leave him? Do you bring him? Are you kidnapping someone? I guess.
I think
No,
I put
figured-
like 5 gold in his hand and just kind of like pat him on the shoulder and be like, "Good luck, buddy."
and let him
And he just,
just
like,
goes down the.
Yeah, just let the current of the sewage take him. Bye.
and he just like holds his arm out and just
All sewers lead to the ocean. Or isn't that what they say in Nemo?
Yes, that's right.
unless you hit a grate and then you die. So, but he's a seal. He's fine. Well, he'll probably like starve to death, I guess, with gills.
Well, in you know that's
I guess you
supposed
could
isn't
eat
that supposed to have a lot of
the-
nutrients in it? Yeah. Or,
You could eat the
you know,
sewage, I guess, for as long as that'd be a layer of hell. You're pinned against a grate underwater and just eating sewage to survive because you could breathe underwater.
Well, what
yep,
hell was
just
worse? Being a water weird guardian or stuck against a grate? We'll go find him. We'll go find him after this.
We'll find him later. All right,
Yeah.
you guys go ahead through the tunnels to scene change and go to what looks like a chamber that is a door that Doom Bolt recognizes as the entrance to the flesh hole.
Watch out, guys! It's slippery in here.
oh, gross.
Oh, not again.
Slippery. How? Like they just mop the floor, or
You know, you never know, really. It's best not to ask these questions. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
There's
All right. So, can you tell us the etiquette or the mannerisms of this place? Do you not, look anybody in the eye, or what's like the
Well,
language?
okay. So, I mean, they have some kind of interesting rules, right? Okay. If anybody offers you a flower, don't take it. Okay. All right. And next, most importantly, it's kind of like Fight Club, right? Where if this is your first night, you have to fight. Only replace fight with a different F word. So,
Feast. Frolic.
Oh, it's a ditty pad. Yeah.
Oh man.
baby oil's on the left. You're good.
Oh,
But you got coconut oil, right?
Well, yeah, because I'm allergic to baby oil.
Well, coconut oil smells a lot better. I got it. I'm trying to change the subject.
Well, I'll go knock on the door. Like,
Yeah. Wait. Is there a password to get in here?
Mm-hmm. Sheboygan.
All right.
Listen, you brought this on yourselves. You asked me to come here.
Actually, it was the Duchess.
Yeah.
We didn't have a choice.
Oh, well,
okay.
I mean, I can go.
No, you took us this far. I mean, we had that one incident, but we're still here.
So you're saying you want me to go all the way?
In a sense.
Outstanding. And he knocks on the door.
a door slot opens and like a figure looks like they're looming down, kind of a very hairy faced. I won't even say like facial hairy, like hair that reaches like the high cheekbones, and covers the nose, and just says, "Doombolt, wouldn't we tell
Sheboygan.
you you're not to come back after the incident?"
Listen, okay? Those gnomes said rip it like a chainsaw. And I did, all right? Okay? That's what they said they wanted. Their eyes got twice the size they normally are. All right? When it's like a ripcord, you just grab it and just go. All right?
Because of you, we have new policy. No customers can bring their umbilical cords.
Look, we're here to cut a deal anyway. We're not here for fun time. We're here to make a deal. So, I brought. Look.
Oh,
I
fresh
brought
meat.
new people.
Fresh meat, yes. Yes.
Sheboygan?
Sheboygan. Let me see
Uh,
pretty faces.
Sheboygan.
Very
I'll
pretty.
take my pig mask off.
You look like a good cut of fuckable meat.
There it is. Yeah.
I go to hide behind Merrick. I don't like what he just said to me.
I poke my head out from behind the shield, just like
The shield, that's right. I forget you have this tower shield.
yeah,
You're
like
like a link. You're like Link in the past.
yeah.
Always.
Like, and it's just like shit covered ponytails or pigtails,
Oh God.
like
My
with a
nightmares.
shit eating grin on her
Literal
face.
shit eating
Whites all you can see all the whites in her eyes.
It isn't Scather Day.
Tell your friend out there. He's the one that put us there.
Who? Doombolt is not friend. He
Oh.
is freak.
Yes.
That is
Yeah.
something we can agree upon.
Just
You're
stay
not
there.
you're
He
not
will
wrong.
hose you down with prestidigitation water.
Oh, thank God.
Whew.
Put in mouth guard, and he tosses 3 mouth guards, or probably 4 mouth guards that land on the ground. Do not want you to bite off your own tongues.
What?
Is that what happened to him out there?
Who?
The elf man.
Do not know Elfman. Just do it unless you don't want tongues, but it is important for clients to have their tongues.
But what if you want tongues because tongues help you speak? I don't know.
We
I
all
mean,
want you to have tongues.
tongues it is.
Mouth guard in, then we hose you.
You literally see the mouth guard in Doombolt. He's just standing there like,
And then from either side of this kind of doorway, you guys are hit with prestidigitating water that washes over you with incredible force, especially for halflings. It like slides you one way and then the other like a car wash. And then eventually, just despite a little bit of pain, a little bit of pleasure, and you guys are completely clean, not just physically, like of the visual, but the smells. It's like you never were in shit water.
you're trying to figure out how you got a bidet blast without it even going there. It's kind of nice.
Right? Yeah, they blast from the mouth.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah.
I cast bidet blast.
All right.
Should we answer?
Who is paying the cover?
Cover.
Oh.
I got it. And I think he shells out the gold for it.
All right, come in. Welcome to the Fleshhold.
Don't mind the smell.
What does it smell like?
We are
Thai
letting
food.
you in.
Thai food.
Thai food. We are letting you in
my
only
God.
because you promise new people here, and good deals can be made with new people. But Doombolt, let me reiterate, you can fuck around, but just make sure that you don't find out.
Well, that's the point.
Good. Welcome to Fleshhold. I am Yorgi. And you can see a massive bugbear on the other side of the open door.
Well, that's my mama.
All right, into the Fleshhold. Beyond the iron door, short hall lit by flickering red candles. At the end, a heavy velvet curtain serves as the true entrance. The bass music is now audible Door open, it is loud, mixed with low laughter, a sultry melody, and as the curtain parts with Yorgi's bugbear reach, pushing it aside, like a 10-foot long arm. It's like a really freakishly long arm. The party is exposed to almost like a demonically elegant speakeasy where there are tiers like an amphitheater, architecture of Gothic luxury, pointed arches and columns of black marble twisting in their patterns upwards. Someone had used magic on marble to like corkscrew it into a shape it couldn't possibly make on its own from carving. It is inlaid with veins of gold that glint from the firelight like infernal flames. And all the gold veins reflect off anyone who walks by them. So like as you walk or see someone's face, you see like gold and firelight play on their skin. Crimson velvet drapes cascade from the ceilings, and you see performers sliding and twisting and silk style dancing up and down them, climbing them with a terrifying grace that reminds you more of bats than people. The way they kind of just like pull themselves up, their arms almost like more like reaching like hooked fingered wings. A strange sense of people are not what they seem here in the way they move. Crystal chandeliers cast a continuous dim ruby glow, painting everything in shades of scarlet and shadows. At the far end, a stage carved to resemble a yawning devil's mouth hosts performers. And you can see a beautiful woman, a chanteuse, performing her song. Almost sweet as a siren, it pulls you in. Her melody, her voice powerful, deep, deep woman's voice. But speaking of pain and lust in the song, it's almost enchanting, you might say. Smoky and enthralling. The crowd here is a mix that you can only be described as the damned, decadent, and dirty. You guys, perhaps, the dirty, who knows?
We're clean now.
Yeah, you're clean. Well, yeah, that's fair. Well-dressed, people, perhaps mortals, compared to this fiendish staff. Some of them you can only tell with glint in their eyes, a flash of intense red. Some small curling horns, covered in beautiful jewelry, hanging from horns to ear piercings, or from ear piercings to nipple piercings, as the thin netting of tops can show all, with just under the illusion of shadows. Everyone
100%
around
Bergheim.
I've given up. I've given up roguing. This is great.
I've given up what? Let's see. Everyone around you is gliding from place to place, barely lingering. It almost seems like the way that sharks swim through water, never stopping. Every now and then you can see a secluded booth, mingling of wealthy, trading whisper promises, deals being struck. The very air is tinged with spice and brimstone. It is an ambience designed, no doubt, to relax and lower your guard into temptation. It is a gentle and persistent thrill on your minds. The emotional aura here is predatory, but you want to almost be preyed on. You want to be wanted. Around you, you can see tall, imposing, statuesque figures of bouncers, but if they are what they seem to be, bugbears, or they're powerful figures, Goliaths and such, you almost won't believe it to be true as the eyes once again glint with that fierce red. There is an upper level, and looking down from that upper level is what looks to be the man himself. His appearance, disarmingly human. Handsome gentleman, slick black jet black hair, a neatly trimmed beard, dressed in a tailored suit, silver chain hanging from his vest pockets. Elaborate rings adorn his fingers as they grip the edge of the stair, the stair railing. Something about him is unnervingly perfect. His movements are too fluid. His eyes do not seem to reflect anything around him. It's almost like a hole in space taking a shape that is most desirable to each of you in subtle ways.
Is that Gavin Rossdale?
Is it?
Is it? Did he just?
It is the Duke of Dark Desire. Show respect.
So not Gavin Rosdale.
No, definitely not Gavin.
No, I thought this was Gavin.
I've done so many deals. So many deals. All right. Should we sit down? Have one of us go up to the bar? Should we be nonchalant? Want to grab a table? Maybe someone start working the room, or Doombolt. Do you have another hand grenade you're going to throw?
I mean, are we trying to kill everybody here?
No. It's figuratively speaking.
Oh.
What's the best way to talk to that guy? And I'll point out
What's
to
the best way to get his attention to come down here?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
good.
say Doombolt.
Well, yeah.
Doombolt
Well,
would
you
play
want
this
him to come? You want him to come to you? How good are your oral skills?
Okay.
We really should have brought Cade.
Yeah.
Are you a good speaker? Can you talk really really well?
Oh, oratory skills.
Yeah,
Got it.
oral skills.
Yep.
We still should have brought Cade.
Tomato. Poppy's pretty decent. You're a bard, right, Poppy?
No, but I have performance and persuasion, so yes. I'm not a bard. I'm a cleric.
I think this is a job for Poppy.
Yeah,
I got it.
Floppy.
I pull out my rolling pin and my wooden spoon, and I walk straight up the stairs.
Oh. Oh, wait. Is there any guards at the stairs? Does it look like stairs that people could go up?
There is one guard at the top of the stairs, kind of in the corner that is there, but other, where the.
You got this, Poppy. And I'll walk up 10 feet behind.
All right.
Hide action.
Hide action, yeah. Do a stealth roll. And Poppy, the looming figure of a guard, intercepts you.
I'm no threat. I hear the Duke of Dark Desires likes the wooden spoon.
He kind of looks over to.
This is your dark desire, isn't it?
And he doesn't even seem to be paying attention to you. Like, he doesn't look over to what's going on. He's looking down the soulless stare, just piercing the crowd below. And the guard says,
or maybe you would like it.
"Listen, little girl, go back down, have drinks. You are not worthy of his audience. You are fresh blood. Too fresh."
I lean in. I don't know what that means.
That is exactly what that means.
I still don't know what that means.
Persuade.
Hey, Poppy, ask him if he wants the flaming spoon.
Like, oh yeah. Would you like a flaming spoon? I could stick it up your ass.
Okay, this is not working.
Coconut oil?
Just show up, coconut.
He just out of panel. He just coconut oil.
That's it. That's an 18.
He says, maybe I learned this flaming spoon technique. But I'm sorry.
Like fire cupping, but with spoons.
Oh, invitations only.
Oh, fuck.
Invitations only up here?
Yeah, sorry. I walked straight up like,
Oh, where the fuck were you from?
No, I'll just turn around and just yell. He says we need an invitation.
I'm gonna hand it to Poppy, and I'm just gonna look at Poppy for a second. I'll be like, sister,
Yes.
don't be weird. Ask about the Duchess.
I thought this
It
place was weird. Okay. And I'll like, how's this for persuasion? And I hand him the note.
The guard sees it, nods, and says, "Why did you not start with this? Why did you offer to spoon my ass with fire?"
I thought that's what you wanted.
I do want that.
does come across a little bit nasty.
I did not know I wanted it until you put it in my brain. You are very powerful, but let us meet later.
And I hand him a bun and walk in.
This is stale. All right, and he is going to say, "Hey, wait! I have to pat you down.
Oh.
Make sure
Okay.
you don't have anything that can hurt."
Is this the music that's in this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you like
All
it?
right. So he's patting you down. He basically finds like your stuff. He does not take a thing. Do you have what kind of coinage do you have?
I have 6 gold coins.
Okay. He doesn't touch that, but he does. He makes a point you see to check your coin purse. And he looks and he kind of lets you pass, and then he goes to Merrick and next in line. He checks your stuff. What do you have?
140 in there.
Gold?
Oh, plus all of the stuff we had from the other day, which. Yeah. 120. 120 gold.
He kind of looks over your stuff and doesn't bother touching it at all. Who's next? Is it Doombolt or is it Fleetfoot?
I'll go
Show him the
next.
skull. Can I show him the skull?
Oh, what skull is it?
25 gold piece skull.
Oh, like the gilded skull?
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't worry about that.
Okay.
But he thinks it's fucking cool. Like he's like, damn, no one's brought me a golden skull. Like the guard is looking at all this. Coco, what do you got on you?
I have 10 gold. And that's it. Yeah.
Okay. He kind of looks over your stuff, weapons, whatever. He doesn't care. Do you have any special arrows or magic of any kind on those arrows?
Nope, just normal arrows.
No one else. Okay, he lets you pass. Doombolt, what do you got?
He holds up the acid and the cocoa butter.
He checks the rest of you. Do you have an arcane focus?
I don't.
Okay.
He has like when you actually see like under his armor and all that stuff or whatnot, he's got like languages written across like his upper torso and
shit.
weird symbology and shit like that. Symbolism. The word you're looking for is symbolism.
Hold on. Thank you, Brett. Holy shit.
Damn, he got us.
Oh my
all the way up.
gosh!
Nice.
Oh,
Brett!
hey.
Brett
We
is
gotta do
awesome.
something. Yeah.
You're the man.
Can Brett be in the bar? We look over and see the mustache, like off to the
Hell
side.
yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Brett is seducing a succubus.
Just
Yeah.
let Brett know that he's in the middle of a sex dungeon.
Oh, he would be so happy.
It's more of a sexy club than dungeon at this phase.
Are we
There's
underground?
There's other doors that we could of course go through, but we'll see. Therefore, the flaming spoons get to go.
I do have a sprig of mistletoe as a druidic focus.
Oh yeah, he takes that. He looks at that like it's a nightmare. Like he just kind of shakily holds that like he's holding a proximity fuse, explosive or a grenade that's already had the pin pulled out.
I mean, I do. Yeah, I have a holy symbol.
Oh, he'll definitely take that. Yeah,
Here's Brett.
Will I get that back?
he nods.
Okay, you can have it.
Hold on. What is? What would
I
the
put the Brett mini on the table. There it is.
There he is. Thank you, Brett. All right.
Brett.
Okay. And then at this point, turning to face you all, finally, as you kind of are gifted the permission approach, is Yuno. He arms open with a hospitable sweep as he kind of gestures, his voice silken, purring cadence that commands attention, speaks with gentle confidence. Ah, the Duchess's brave little lambs, I presume. Yes?
We were halflings last I checked.
No. No, not half. Not half by far. You are fully something else, I think. A gift? A snack? In any case, welcome to my humble establishment. Follow me to this alcove. It provides a semi-private view of all below. I like to keep an eye on things. I like to hear things. But I have quite an interest in the Duchess, and here she sends you on her behalf. He gestures for you to join him in the semicircular booth.
Okay.
I
will
follow in
immediately
tow.
crawl in. I'll immediately crawl in and sit on the side of him.
I'll sit on the other side with legs like just dangling over the side.
He splays his arms on the back, the back of the booth behind both of you, and kind of looks over to the other two. You all have an uncanny resemblance. Interesting genotypes and phenotypes.
I don't know what any
no.
of that means.
Means we're all related.
Yeah, that's my sister and that's my brother and no relation whatsoever.
Wrong.
Familiar peripherally with Doombolt as a returning guest who's had some issues with bringing the correct organs for tribute.
Wrecked him. Damn near killed him.
I'm scared.
I'll sit down across from him and just try to set a serious tone versus, for a second, not to like steal the, but Your Grace.
No need. I am not one of those street-walking martyrs trying to win the crowd. I know what I am. And as people do call me the Duke of Dark Desires and such things. And he smiles, revealing sharp teeth. Like, not like shark, but like more like vampire kind of esque teeth. Yes.
Will you allow us to call you your dark desirableness?
If you wish it, little one. If you wish it. You can call me what you think elicits your endearing desire to make a deal. Titles are for friends that want something without giving something. We can speak candidly. I know that we've only just been acquainted. And he snaps a finger, and a very fiendish-looking woman arrives with drinks, a tray of them, almost like in Russian-style chai glassware. And she offers to each of you, and he will take one, a liquid that smolders faintly. Perhaps we start with a toast and enjoy some of my Styx sangria. Stygian specialties.
Ooh. I don't know what that means.
I will drink it.
You're taking it to the head?
I am going to produce a fresh batch of buns.
How?
Don't worry about it.
The logistics are
No. We are worrying about this.
Yeah, we're worried.
How are you performing this, making buns right now?
It just going inside of my bag. You just see me dive into my bag and feverishly whip up buns and fresh hot buns on the table. I think these will go great with your drink.
You offer me food.
I offer everyone food. That's what I do.
But you're offering me your food.
He wants to eat your buns.
Have my buns of peace.
Not
I
the
will
ones
have your
he's
buns
talking
of
about.
peace. You will have my drink, my libations of liberation.
I guarantee you these will go great together.
I think we
Yeah.
all do.
Yeah, the bread doesn't soak up the roofie. Sorry.
Yes, it is true that drinks can affect mortals differently. I do sometimes forget. You don't have to drink if you don't want to, but it does create a nature of goodwill. Are these buns something that will harm me? Because I should tell you now, I am not so easily poisoned. Not
No,
even by bad baking.
no. Buns of peace. Did you not hear me? Buns of peace. Not buns of not peace.
Your dark desirableness. We've had them multiple times, and they're delicious.
Yeah, everybody here's had her buns.
And I take one and I just chomp right into it.
You are not the poster child for anything other than cautionary tales of what to put in your body.
And then I drink his drink. It's like I eat a bun, drink his drink. It's like, see? It's perfect.
You must know who we all are here. We're more than we appear. We're fiends, extraplanar beings, many of my staff. And when we speak, we can't help but twist the words. So when you say buns of peace, my mind thinks, how do you spell peace when you offer it? A
I
piece of food or a piece?
Peace. Peace.
In that case, whose peace? Yours? Or
Every
mine?
everyone's here right now. I bring peace up to the table.
Delightfully simple. All right then. And he takes a bite, and then
It's the best bun he's ever had.
he kind of looks back and he just goes, "My goodness, it's so
Buttery,
fluffy.
yeah, buttery.
It's like sinking my fangs into a freshly cut out heart."
But that's odd. Okay.
But it was delicious.
Amazing. All right then. This is a great precedent. Um, and he is going to look at all of you. Or are all of you having buns and drinks, or just
Oh, yeah.
And
I am not. I'm not partaking.
all right. Very good then. It's always important
Just
to have
drinks.
a designated driver. Very responsible.
But we walked.
Who's to say you'll walk leaving out of here? You never know if you'll even have the ability to.
I'll nudge him in the ribs like, whoa, what do you like that?
I'll need a back to lay on when we leave.
You can have whatever your heart desires.
I kind of lean out like, hey, Dookie. What do you know about black blood?
And then at that point, it gets a little weird. Like
Now it gets weird.
the vibes change from there. So I should say it gets weird compared to like even what it was. Everyone kind of stopped, like even like a nearby waitress stops moving her hand, kind of like stops abruptly that one of the glasses falls off the tray. His eyes kind of flick to her, to the rest of the club. But the music continues on, but there's just a lack of playfulness in his face. He says, I know a lot about black blood. Is this what you've come to ask?
Jesus.
Partially. I look at Merrick. I'm like, yeah, yeah. I
What
mean,
information do you seek?
Sure, if this should be spoken of. Just a phrase that he just spoke. Had somebody tremble. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. I'll go back to this voice.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said. I apologize.
No, just the phrase that Poppy just spoke caused a tremor in one of your servers. Maybe we should speak in private.
This is private enough.
Okie dokie.
He kind of looks at her with like a dismissal look and says, "Get cleaned up, darling." And she leaves. And he says, "It's very uncouth to speak of such a thing. And I know that it's not your fault. You're not from here. You're surface walkers, with the exception of Doombolt, who is a esteemed customer, but no offense to you, Doombolt, you're worn your welcome one too many times. So think of this as your last chance, a good night, or a goodbye."
Fine.
Thank you, Doombolt. So, let us talk. You want information? I have my own request. As he looks at the opened missive from the Duchess.
well,
What do you think?
ah, ah. Maybe I got off on the
So,
wrong foot, bun. I don't know. Uh, Lady Zelruska, she's. We're trying to find out about poisons. Something's happening up top, and we just whether I don't know what black blood is. There's something going on. Something there's a puffer fish type poison that I think is being used. It's something's happening to the government and the people. We're trying to find out who, if you know anything about these types of poisons.
I see. He reclines lazily, his tail flicks idly, and you can see it's coiled around his waist like a belt from behind. And it seems to have a blade just neatly, like, clasped to it. He says, "I knew no think of poisons. Wise of Lady Zelruska to send people such as yourselves here to seek out the problems of the city. Impossible poisons, am I right? And these beloved officials, suddenly turning up different. I think we can all probably suspect the possibility that they are dead, and I mean perhaps permanently dead from black blood."
All of them?
You don't want a soul coming back when you want to take over someone's life.
So this black blood would banish you straight to wherever some folks around here are from.
You're very, very keen. Yes. Essentially, it ruins the soul's ability to be weighed to the right afterlife.
They say it goes to the nine hells.
Unfortunately, no. You see, I am against black blood. I hate its pure existence because I like having a soul. Well, in my possession, many souls. Black blood ruins that. I think perhaps to more of an abyssal degree than an infernal degree. I can't make deals with people who don't have souls. I like making deals for souls.
More or less like a and Iker.
It is
Icor. I don't know how to pronounce it. I just read
What
it.
do you, who who would use such a thing as black blood? That I think that's more what we're trying to figure out. Either black blood or a poison that makes it look like somebody has died but doesn't actually kill them.
I'm familiar with such things, though they aren't common. In fact, black blood is very rare. This even mention of this pufferfish poison, that's even more rare, despite us living on a coastal town. That's from, well, that's from more of the depths of the ocean, I think. But I have a proposition from here. A little exchange. I will give you a name, the name of someone who is perhaps behind these poisons and mysterious disappearances that have even more mysterious reappearances. I'll even throw in a possible clue to a remedy for this pufferfish poison situation. I might even have the cure itself. I'm not quite sure yet. I'll need to test it. But imagine being able to save the next poor soul before their spirit is locked away. Imagine being able to make a difference for us both. All I ask in return is a trifle. There is a certain gilded scroll, letter, a page kept in the Duchess's private collection somewhere. It's an old piece of parchment, illuminated with old, old gold leaf. Type of gold that is remarkably different as it is produced from the bottom of the ocean. Under a completely different nature to its pressure and its production. If you can bring me that page, we can help each other. As I understand, you have her trust. While I understand what I'm asking seems disrespectful, it's ultimately a minor errand. You don't have to ask me what it is or why I want it. That's not part of the deal. Consider this a test of trust where you get what you want and I will get what I want. And if you succeed, you will have me as an ally of convenience. And believe me, darlings, better the devil you know than the devil you don't. He smiles at having said his name.
And
You-
having said his name, he said his name.
You know.
Devil
You know?
you know.
Oh,
You know.
you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Is that his actual name?
Could be his name, could be his true name, could be a fun play on words.
I'm gonna try to whisper stealth as much as possible to keep it just at the table. Whatever that takes to,
Yeah, I could say yeah, you could just do that roll to kind of keep the
Yeah.
words low here,
just wanna.
just in case anyone's listening.
There's a letter. I want to open up and show a letter inside, and be like, it's interesting that you're not the only one trying to get to the bottom.
What do you mean?
There's a lot of that around here now. It's interesting.
These are interesting times.
Basically, the letter is from, you know what I mean, Montague,
Mhm.
right? And well, the devil you know, I'll say.
Yes, indeed. So, what do you think? Should we become allies? As it seems that someone is using black blood, and you are dealing with enemies that can wear anyone's face. You know that I am, well, me. I'm hoping you are you. And I know that Doombolt wouldn't bring any such doppelgangers. He has a
Not
stick.
intentionally.
Is there a way we can see a doppelganger?
Uh, Unfortunately, that requires a great deal of magical abilities. Though there are some potential surgeries one could undergo on their eyes. I happen to
Hard
know.
pass.
I happen to know people who have donated such eyes.
Interesting.
Pack 20 menthol cools to put a shine job on your eyes.
Exactly. The shine job is a great way to put it, as it removes your pupils and you can see shape changers without them.
Let's look at the rest of the party.
How would one go about getting this surgery, and what would be the payment for it?
You get a surgery, you give up your eyes, we give you these new ones of sorts, or I wouldn't say new ones, we essentially enhance your eyes with a grafting of sorts. And I guess you could give me you're not using it, but a soul.
Well,
I kind of am using it though. It's
Oh,
being
yeah.
well used.
How do you know? How do you know it couldn't be better used by me?
Well, you would have it. I wouldn't have it.
And why do you need it? Why do mortals think that the soul is a requirement to be a living, breathing thing? It's more freeing without it. You can move through the world knowing anything can happen to you, and your soul is preserved and safe.
this is a great discussion. Let us think about
Of course.
it.
Well, I'll leave you here as I have other meetings to attend to. Thank you for the buns of peace, and if you need me,
Well,
I will be
I
in my
think we're
office.
okay with I think we're okay with becoming partners and figuring out what Doom Blood is or Black Blood. Anybody, we don't have any issues there, right?
No,
Right?
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are keen then to bring me that one piece of paper from her collection?
We will do our best.
Right. I will send my resources in to get you the intel you need. You will come back with the intel I need, and we will have an even better time than we did.
Can we have an easier way to get here? A less stinky way to get here?
Oh yes, yes, of course. I do. The VIPs just simply teleport in.
Do you have a way that we teleport in?
Yes, of course. You are keen to join the membership?
Watch out for
Do
the
I have to give
membership.
you-
There's always
do I have to-
hidden fees.
Right.
It's also
Yeah.
a soul.
I don't.
It's also a soul.
Right. I don't read
No,
the
no,
fine
no.
print, but I'm pretty sure it calls for giving up my soul.
No, 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 no. There's always a chance for your soul to be worth more than a membership. But every time you come in here, we'll say once a month, not every time, you have access to this place, the teleport, as he reaches out of the air and procures like a signet ring and offers it and says, you'll be able to appear here with up to 6 other guests of your choice. And all I ask is that we are able to feed on one of you once a month.
Feed. Go on.
Feed how? Feed how?
What is most comfortable for you? We can feed on blood. We can feed on tantric energies. We can feed on actual physical parts of your flesh that are healed. I mean,
Oh, I know a guy that would be down for that. And I just like,
we can
I'll
do
take the ring.
yeah.
ritual scarification, things of that nature, whatever you wish. Feeding is a many beautiful thing. And
I'm curious.
The ring in your hands.
Doombolt, what happened to your membership?
Yeah, we'd like to re-up our friend. He's been super helpful. Like him clear, be able to use this with a
Yeah,
little breath
clear
down.
slate.
Doombolt.
Do they not like you anymore?
Well, you see, what had happened was, like, you know how you like, you know how he's all like, we are all animals, my darling, and shit like that or whatnot. Well, unfortunately, I pledged my soul to the, ancient elder gods, and they gave me cool tentacle powers, not horny demon powers. And so that was not necessarily, I kind of reneged on a membership deal. He was like, hey, give me your soul. I'm like, yeah, sure. All right. Well, I didn't realize that he took me literally. And, well, when he kind of, read the bank account balance as 0 in the soul department, he got a little upset about it. And so,
Doombolt.
You ever heard of like bouncing a check? Well, I kind of like bounced the soul. Like it was just kind of one of those like. Meh.
That's a good
So
one.
we took what was left of his sanity.
Oh, so that's where it went. Okay. That's always been a question I've wondered, but I
It's
haven't
all
asked.
making sense now.
All right. Yeah.
One little nuanced detail. We are not horny demons. We are devils. And if you call us demons again, we will rip you apart.
Dang.
Yeah. Well, you said that about the last guy, and he kind of, but we're not going there. Anyway,
The last guy is no longer with us.
Oh well, I mean, he's probably doing him a favor. Sorry, my bad. Not horny demons, sexual devils.
Ah, the nuance is appreciated. Very well then, Doombolt, your slate is cleared so long as you do not bring your organs back to us to sell. I'm tired of finding a jar in your hands of your old umbilical cord, your appendix, your spleen, suspiciously someone's kidney.
What?
Oh, yes. Yes, he is very giving, very generous. Apparently when you don't have a soul, you have so little to give. Doombolt has very little to give.
But I take a lot.
No one can boast that you are not that. No one can boast, compete with how much Doombolt can take. Punishment, like I've never seen. It's great for very special occasions. Very well, Doombolt's slate is cleared. You will have a membership. Once a month, you should make sure to bring on one of your visits someone that we can feed on. Whatever's most comfortable. It will be an experience they'll never forget. I hope it is one of you.
This music is not
Another question, your dark desirableness. We have, 2 siblings we couldn't have come with us. Your drink was delicious, and she's still sipping on it. and Admir is not much of a drinker. This is something she can get onto or get behind. But like I feel really bad that they couldn't taste this and they couldn't come. Can I take some back with me?
Unfortunately not, my darling. What you consume here is to remain here, otherwise our very closely guarded secrets might be discovered and recreated. I'm very excited to see what you discover about yourself on the other side of this journey that you're taking. And who knows, whoever's dealing with these poisons, they will suffer at our joined hands. And he kind of cracks his fingers, and you can almost see the flickering of something there, like an after image, like his hands were broken in a strange, sickly way, in a brief blur of magic.
Wait. I want to see. Wait. What? He just flickers his hands, and then there's something magical with the hand.
And they see something flicked as he cracked his hands, and they seemed wrong and broken. They seemed incredibly damaged for like a moment, like a sublime, like a flicker of like a, like in Fight Club where you get to see like something, a random spliced image. Well, I do adore all of you. Thank you for the bonds of peace. Thank you for the promise of better times, information, and an alliance. Thank you, Doombolt, for promising not to bring other sickly parts of your body unattached. We do enjoy you attached for now. And what did you say your name was? He looks to his new member of the Fleshhold. The wearer of the ring.
Me?
Yes,
Oh, I'm Admira Fleetfoot.
Mayor Fleetfoot. Welcome to membership, and the more you bring to us, the higher that membership goes. And eventually, across the 9 levels of that membership, you could have almost anything you want. Think in terms of any request you would make of me. The higher the membership, the more I will bow for you.
All right, your dark desirableness. It sounds like a nice challenge.
It's very competitive. You might make enemies trying to rise to the ranks.
Oh, that sounds even more fun.
Excellent. Very good. All right, and at that point, he will gesture for you to leave. He says, I have many appointments to keep. I appreciate this wonderful surprise from the Duchess. I know that we've not always seen eye to eye, but I think if you can get me this one thing, all will be well for the future of this realm.
You know, a flask of that Stygian brew.
You're gonna try and steal some?
Oh, I'm not gonna try to steal it. I'm gonna ask, see where can I get a flask of it? Just like a, you know.
He says, as I said before to Admira, we do not let anyone take anything out with them other than the memories or sometimes the lack thereof.
Okie dokie.
Look, big brother, we'll just bring Kate and Callis here, and they'll be able to have some of their own.
Yeah, we're definitely coming back.
It was good. It's really good with the buns.
Yeah, puppy, I need a bun, please.
Coco, give me a D100 roll for me.
A D100? Oh, okay. Here they go. Oh, that's a 100.
You got a
Are you
100?
serious?
Yeah, dead serious.
Yeah, you got a 000.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay.
That's the first time I've ever rolled
Take
that.
a picture of that. You need to
Holy
take a picture of a
shit.
D100.
Yeah. I've
Okay.
never rolled a 100 before. That's insane.
So
that
it had
is-
better
I was like,
come
wait a
with
minute.
something really freaking
Really
cool.
fucking good. Yeah, it's a good thing. It's definitely not a bad thing. Okay. Oh boy. You gain a +2 to any one ability score of your choice.
What?
And
What?
you get the ability to rage once per day.
Oh, well,
What is that from drink?
it's,
Oh, God.
Drinking?
it's like the Diet Coke of barbarians. It's as neat.
That's from drinking.
Is that from
Stygian
drinking
wine?
the stuff?
That is possibly from her being the only one to drink.
No, I mean I drank some too.
Oh, you drank some. Oh, that case,
Yeah.
roll D100 for me. I apologize. Yeah. Let's see. I'm just to make sure there's no other features for the D100. You get a ability rage. You get a +2 to any one stat of your choice. It can increase it past 20. That's if you have a 20, you can go up even higher.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That's a cool thing.
And let's see.
Oh, shoot.
You have the ability to rage once per day per barbarian. Yeah, the other ones are.
So I rolled a 52.
52. 52. Oh, you got it. At least you got on the good side here. For this. Ooh. You gain 1 use of Divine Portent.
Dang.
you will get to roll right now a d20. And when that time comes to substitute that roll for yourself or an enemy, you can plug that in.
Okay.
Or an ally, actually, even.
Got it.
Right. What's the number?
It's a 14.
All right, so keep that on your character sheet. Whenever you think you're going to need a 14, you will have it, and just the once.
I look over at Doombolt. And I look over at the glasses. I look over at Doombolt. Like, I don't want to grow a tail, but that seems pretty awesome.
That's
Do
cool.
you want to drink?
I mean, it's
There's that, well, like imagine like as you're walking out, there's a waitress with a tray. You could grab one and slam it if you want.
I'll take it to the head. Yeah,
Okay.
just to give it a try.
Give
Good
it a
job,
try.
Coco.
D100.
Oh boy. I have the worst roll. I'm gonna catch AIDS. 59.
59. Okay. Let's see. Is it good or is it bad? There it is. It's good.
Good job, Coco.
I was not expecting that. Oh my gosh, get the rage as a halfling. That's gonna be great.
It's gonna be weird. What class are you? A ranger?
A raging ranger. A raging
A
ranger.
ranger. I guess if you ever need it, it's good. Oh wow. Okay. You get an ability called the Devil's Footsteps. You can pass through walls that are no more than 1 feet thick.
What?
And
That's kind of
it will
That
cause you
is.
pain to do so.
Cool.
But that is a flat permanent ability. Like it will cause a little bit of damage to walk through a wall, but you can just default walk through 1 foot of stone. It has to be horizontally, so you cannot go upwards or downwards. And actually, it could be other materials, but it does say that certain materials you can only move through less, or it takes. It,
That's awesome. For a rogue, that is awesome.
oh shit!
Yeah.
For a rogue too.
Yeah,
Jesus.
for a rogue, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm handing one to Doombolt.
Dumbo, here for a good time and
Do
a
it.
long time. Let's see what happens.
Do it.
What do I need
Someone
to-
get a
I
bad one.
Take
You
a
guys all
swig,
gotten
I
good
guess.
ones.
What am I rolling?
D100.
D100?
I'll be so mad if all of you guys got good things.
A 0. He gets the.
Well, this is
Some of these
kind
are good and bad. Some of them are straight bad. Some of them are like.
Yeah.
This is
Take-
this is kind of on par.
Okay.
So I got a 69.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Perfect for
Nice.
Doombolt.
You could concentrate on 2 spells. No, I'm kidding. Just concentrating on 2 things at once. Let's see.
Hey, that's pretty kind of amazing.
um,
That would be amazing, actually. Yeah.
actually, you know what? This one is lame.
Aww.
I'm gonna just replace it with my first thought, which was you can concentrate on 2 spells at once. If you lose concentration on either one, you lose both.
Ooh, fun.
After doing so, no matter the outcome, when you're done with the spell's duration, you will have 1 level of exhaustion.
I'm a warlock. That doesn't do shit. I've only got 2 spell slots.
I mean, if you don't want it, we could just give you like the. Unfortunately, what it just gives you.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
It's
That's
just
his luck.
mechanically, yeah.
That's
I
his
feel like-
luck.
Yeah, I feel like though there's an opportunity to like once per long rest or short rest actually, because you get your back on a short rest.
Mhm.
You kind of go Super Saiyan mode every fight. Actually, it doesn't. It's actually really good. Like you could stack like 2 crazy spells.
Yeah.
Like there's ways
If I
to
had
use it.
if I had crazy spells. I took sensible spells. I don't know why I did, but I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a
what spells did
feature?
you get?
Devil's Footsteps?
You can. It's a custom kind of thing that you can add.
Okay.
Yeah, the Devil's Footsteps. For Admira, yours is called Aspect of the Ninth.
Oh.
And then which one did you get, Poppy?
It was the Divine Portent.
Oh yes, it's called the Last Chance.
That's a feat.
No, it's just a random customized homebrew feature that you can add. But I'm giving it's the name Last Chance. Yeah, on a 69, otherwise the default was you can hear everyone's thoughts around you for the next 1d4 hours involuntarily. Like, you can't turn it off. Which is like one of those ones, again, the middle section, the 50s to 60s, is like, this could be good, this could be bad. So, yeah.
So we head to the Duchess.
We can have that one if you want. I'll let you choose, Kurt, since you're a guest for this. You know.
Sure, we'll go to the Duchess.
No, I mean, if you want to be able to hear everyone's thoughts.
No, I think that he would have a
weird.
hard time differentiating.
Yeah, it's
He's already got 7 voices.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
Yeah.
it's not like you can aim it. It's just literally the room is just, you have to choose basically what room you're in to get the benefit.
So what happens is he starts twitching and he falls to the ground screaming overstimulation, put me in a quiet room, and that's where he spends the rest of his time.
With a lovely jacket on.
Excellent. And on that note, I think that's where we'll end the session today.
Heck yeah, that was awesome.
Hell yeah, dude.
That was awesome.
Coco, good job drinking that, by the way. That was a good
You
game.
guys,
Yeah.
you guys just got a really stupid power boost on these I was like waiting for someone to get something bad. Some of them are like really fucking bad. Like, your fingers go flaccid. You can't hold anything for a certain amount of time.
No!
Yeah, like you basically can't wield weapons or cast spells. You have to like be creative with how you basically interact for the 1d4 hours.
Noodle fingers.
Heck yeah.
Aw.
Hey, well, we got a lot of people still on right now, so
That's a raid.
yeah.
Let's go to.
Kurt, you want to guide the raid since you're our guest?
Yeah, send us to those people you like or hate.
I mean,
Send us to Badger people. We are a force.
send you to badger people. I mean, honestly, as far as like
That darling creepshow person.
TTRPG stuff, most of my people aren't on right now. They'll come on later.
Gary Con's up.
Yeah, Gary Con's up.
Yeah, Gary Con Live is up.
Appalachian Rose.
That'll push him over 100.
Yeah, let's push him over 100. Isn't
Yeah.
that an achievement?
$1,000, $1,098 already.
Oh, yeah.
So, dude.
Fucking perfect.
Fantastic.
Love it.
Thank you, guys. This is great. It's a great game.
Cool.
It was a good one.
Yeah, you guys did some really cool stuff. I mean, you handled that combat quick. I mean, you took damage, but you dealt damage. It's an interesting dichotomy for this composition.
Yeah.
Kurt did like half its life in a reaction and an attack roll. And then
Let's
Tim
rebuke,
did, like,
baby. Let's
yeah,
go.
like a third. Yeah. With a sneak attack. Yeah.
Well, we got
Yeah, I
1 minute
wonder how long
before
it
the raid
would've-
goes, so.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
we'll see everybody on Wednesday then.
I think we'll see everybody Wednesday. Thank you so much, Charm. Amazing. Thanks everybody for 988. Kurt,
Huge.
the Mace. Thanks, bro. Thank
Yeah,
you
man.
so much
Yeah,
for
thank you,
hanging out
Kurt.
with us. Everybody can
Thank
say
you,
we
Kurt. It was
played with
fun.
Kurt.
Yeah. We'll be back in two Sundays from now, right?
3 Sundays
For
from
those
now,
wanting
sir.
to follow our story, watch our
That's right.
Stronghold's Instagram to find out when, as well as mine and all that stuff.
Shout out Charm. Yeah, let's shout out Charm real quick before we leave. Yep.
Yeah, follow me at Charm Fantasy. Charm Fantasy.
Yeah.
Ah.
The Darling Creep Show, we gave them a shout out.
Yep. Cool.
Good
Well,
Charm.
Ooh, we got so many people for this raid. This is awesome.
Yeah.
All right, it's going in 5 seconds, so we'll see everybody on Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.